You're tuned in to the #1 Christian-based live call-in talk show in America, On Point, with your host, Bishop David G. Evans, Senior Pastor of Bethany Baptist Church in Lindenwold, New Jersey, and his co-host, Executive Pastor Nicholas A. Smith. This live call-in talk show discusses church and religion, sports, politics, and other current events that are important to you. And today, you can test your Bible knowledge with Bishop Evans' Bible Mind Game Contest. Join us in today's inspiring conversation now by calling 1-866-74-EVANS. That's 1-866-743-8267. You may even join us via live stream at davidgevans.com. You can post your comments on Facebook or Twitter at davidgevans1 and participate in today's show. Now let's join Bishop David G. Evans and Pastor Nicholas Smith in the studio.
Well, praise the Lord, everybody. Welcome to On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live at David G. Evans 1 on YouTube, Facebook, across the board. David G. Evans 1. Yeah. Go to your smart device, type in David G. Evans 1. Radio tower will appear, I believe. Tap the tower and you can join us live, video or voice, around the world. I'm so glad you took the time to join us today in our entirely streaming format. We hope the signal and the picture is clear as it can be. Thank you for joining us from Florida, from Texas, from the middle part of the country, from California, from all the Bahamian Islands, and some people from Africa and Asia. We're so glad. Guatemala, Canada, we're so glad you've joined us today. Welcome to the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America. Now, a lot of stuff going on. I want you to welcome our world-famous co-host, Reverend Nicholas A. Smith. Don't forget to put the A in there. All right? And also, I want you to be understand that we are here and able to do what we do because we have one of the best broadcast staffs in the nation working with us, and we're just so glad. You can give us a call today. Lisa is on the phones waiting for you to call 1-866-743-8267. 1-866-743-8267, 1-866-74-EVANS. That's toll free anywhere you want to call us from. Now, On Point, if this is your first time, is a Christian-based call-in talk show where we look at world events from a biblical context, things that are going on around the world. So you'll hear us talk about politics, you'll hear us talk about the hot subjects of the day, you'll hear us talk about sports, you'll hear us talk about fitness. From time to time, we're going to have on some very exciting guests for you. We'll have a list of guests that we're going to bring before you over the next couple weeks. I think you'll be excited to have the opportunity to interact with some people. Now, you can also write us on Facebook. Pastor Nick is manning that part of our conversation, so you can inbox him and go right to the site, David G. Evans 1, and interact with us that way, and we'll acknowledge your submissions. And also, we want you to tell somebody about the On Point program. Tell them to join. If you got it on anywhere, share with your friends so that they can join us. We want to serve you in a way that we think is unique. Everything from a kingdom biblical perspective. We're looking at things, and politics right now is the hot subject. So we're going to have to get into it. We can't ignore it today. We're in the shutdown. There are about to be some more additional discomforts. I understand food stamps, HUD, and other programs are running out of money. The prognostication is that by Monday or Tuesday, these particular agencies will run out of funds, so therefore people that could get food stamps for food won't have it. HUD, as far as the monthly rentals going to vendors who have houses for HUD occupants, that won't be coming. They have other programs that are just running out of money because they aren't being funded. And you've got government workers being told they have to come back to work, and of course without pay. Now, the problem that I have with that is how enthusiastic will they be? Right. And I was wondering how long it's going to take for them to call the IRS people back, because that's the cash register.
Yep.
Now, I tell you, there is an efficiency going on, because I owed them some money. I sent them some money, and that check cleared immediately.
No, they'll cash a check in a heartbeat.
Yeah, so they cash the check.
Yeah, they're going to take your time giving it to you.
Yeah. Now, as far as them getting your refund together, that's going to be a whole nother conversation. But
like December.
I'll let you know, the taking the money is very efficient. So don't think now. Don't think. Don't make the mistake It's a shutdown. You're going to hold up sending that payment in.
No.
The collection and the enforcement, I'm sure they're working.
Yeah, I'm sure. And I'm sure they probably got a way to make sure they're getting some money or
Oh,
something in there.
man, come on. I thought it was going to be, going to be a week or two.
Yeah.
I looked at my account, man.
Took it right out.
Man, wow. It was gone, man.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo.
Because they had 12,000 workers still working when they sent everybody go home.
Okay.
So that 12,000 was probably on the collection side. And yeah.
But they're asking 36,000 to come back
to help with the refunds. Yeah.
I don't believe it's to help with the refunds.
That's what they claim.
I think it's to help with the collections.
They probably are, yeah. You never know.
Yeah, nah.
Well, because all these businesses that, if they got questions about these new tax changes, they had nobody to call.
Yeah, but
so I'm sure they want their.
Yeah, but here's the deal. Now, if I'm not concerned about you eating breakfast, am I concerned about you getting a refund?
Oh no, not at all.
Okay,
man. Not at all.
Okay, and maybe the refunds for the people that the tax cuts
benefit.
Yeah, because they're getting like a couple $1 million a piece.
Oh yeah.
So maybe it's for that. Just like that prison reform thing was for.
Yeah, for the federal
prisons.
Not for the regular people.
Probably white collar crime people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Jared's dad went to jail and they didn't like it. Okay, so that's why he's pushing so hard.
Yep.
Okay. Now, so FDA food inspections are being halted.
Yeah. So
hold up.
Yeah. Right.
So they're not. They can't expect all the food that's coming to us.
That's right.
Hold up. I'm going to the market and get some seeds.
You agree?
I'm growing some stuff. I'm gonna get me some lights and grow me some stuff. In the backyard. And back in the day, my grandma used to grow stuff in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, yep.
All them herbs and stuff right there that window.
Yeah, right the window. Yep.
She started cooking. She started picking her own stuff out, throwing that in. Maybe get a couple chickens too.
Yep. When I saw this, and
get a couple chickens.
Well, that's back in the day. Look, you had to.
Look.
But a lot of people are going back that I know live in New Jersey. They're going back to farming. They're sitting in the backyard.
You know why they're going to farming, right?
They don't trust a lot of stuff.
No, you know why they're going to farming.
Well,
all right, here it goes. I know somebody very wealthy, and they decided to turn part of their backyard into a quote unquote farm.
Yeah. So
they went and got a certain amount of animals, put them out back, fenced them in.
Yeah.
They take care of them every day. They got a little flock of quails running around the property. Those little decorative birds. Got them running around the property. Got them fenced in. All right. Got them free running. And the property tax used to be $13,000. Now it's like $225. So if you get designated a farm, tax comes all the way down to a couple $100 a year.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So they got other reasons for it.
Yeah, I'm sure. They back there got their little
man. Yeah,
vegetation and stuff.
And dogs don't count.
I'm sure. Yeah.
So you got to be raising something that people can eat. Now you're never gonna eat them.
Yeah, he's just being out there.
Just going out there, and your property tax drops down to almost nothing.
Yeah.
Because you're suddenly a farm sitting in a neighborhood.
Right. I'm sure they'll crack down on that soon. I'm sure they'll crack down on it soon.
They ain't gonna crack down. What you mean crack down on it?
No, if enough people start doing it.
Enough people are doing it.
And it affects tax dollars.
Enough people are doing it.
Yeah.
It's for wealthy folk.
No, I'm talking about like in a modern, like where all the middle class people.
You can't do it in the hood.
Yeah, all the middle class people.
They ain't gonna believe you got a farm in the hood.
Yeah.
You gotta have some acreage.
Right, yeah.
So if you got the acreage,
yeah,
you can turn part of it into.
You can't live in a townhouse in your backyard.
No. You can't open up. You can't get a couple of hot lights, put it in the basement. Somebody got a farm down here. No, it's not working. Yeah. You got to have some land.
My thing is the FDA wasn't doing the best job inspecting food before,
but they were doing their job. A job,
yes.
Yeah.
All these. It was last year. It was this. Was it last
this year and last year?
Eggs. You couldn't eat the romaine lettuce. A whole bunch of stuff.
But you notice every year, something happens. Because the bacterial warfare has to be innovated continually.
Yeah.
And it's very, very. It's just I went to school on farm, so. It's very meticulous about their conditions. I don't know if you're aware of how much cleaning goes into.
It's a lot,
Doc.
Oh my God, it's a lot.
Doc. I worked in the dairy farm. I worked on the hog farm. I worked in the chicken part of the farm, and it was, we had one of the largest herds at the time I was in school on the East Coast. Cattle. Almost one of the largest private poultry places. Outfits, and the hog operation was humongous.
Yeah.
So the amount of cleaning that went into it was at least 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
At least 8.
Yeah.
Anytime you're scrubbing pigs, giving them baths,
Right. Yeah.
you're trying to keep stuff clean.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know,
It's,
and they love it.
they go right back to being.
Now they're going right back to being a pig, but
Right.
they love that bath, man.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, right out there in Exton, Pennsylvania, we were out there. So I was talking to a contractor last night, and they were talking to me about how this has impacted them, even to the point that some of the contractors started applying for work.
Okay.
And the hiring process has been slowed down by the shutdown. So not only are they impacted by the fact that the contracting agencies are not populated, but they're hindered by the fact that even now, if I'm trying to get a job with the government, I can't get one either because the whole application process is slowed down.
Stunting growth completely.
Yes.
I think they say the cost of the shutdown is actually more than the actual $5.6 billion that he's asking for.
And
So we're losing money now.
But most people would have difficulty understanding that logical point.
Right.
But in government, I learned something years ago. They would take money from workers, apply it to a campaign to press a point,
Right.
and call that a good use of funds.
Yeah.
That's a good use of funds. So,
Yeah.
take from people, apply it to something to market your agenda, and that's a good use of funds. It wasn't a good use of funds when the people were using it and going buying food,
No.
clothing their children, but it's a good use of funds now.
Yeah.
You know, so there's no concern for
Not
the
at
working
all.
person. That's just the way I feel about
That
it.
bothers me.
Well, it's so consistent. I don't know how we can ignore it.
Right. Yeah.
You know, certain administrations have a little more concern. Certain administrations don't. I'm not sure that people understand. Being in New Jersey, we've had a lot of exposure to the president from a business point of view.
Right.
And the one thing he has never shown that much concern for is paying people.
Yep. Yeah.
Bankrupt his companies. I think they said he did it, 6 times? Bankrupt his companies, contractors, small business owners, employees not getting paid.
Yep.
And his explanation was, I'm within the law.
Yep. Yeah. I can't see him backing down on this thing.
Well,
Because again, it doesn't directly affect him.
well, it doesn't affect the Congress people.
Unless in Congress too, unless he's afraid of,
If Congress wasn't getting paid, we wouldn't have a shutdown.
And here's my other thing. And I asked somebody that's a conservative. I said, tell me something. Y'all had control of the Congress for the first 2 years of his presidency. Why didn't y'all vote on the wall then?
They didn't want
Y'all
it.
could have easily passed it.
Man, come on.
So, so you're going to play a political game.
They got to take people's land to do this too.
I know. And one guy that's a supporter said, I'll let him take my land as long as we get border security. Now, he has a farm, mind you, which means they're taking land away from him, which is taking money away from his pocket. He's losing money to build a wall.
Something fishy about that.
Unless they're paying him to rent his land out or something like that. But
they're going to lease that land from that
okay.
guy.
I mean, if it's that, then I understand.
But he's trying to make like he's sacrificing something. No, he might not have what they might need. What a lateral 20 acres because it's at the border, right?
Yeah.
All right, which means the width of the wall is the land is what they're taking.
Yeah.
Yeah, the width of the wall.
Yeah.
So the wall is probably what, a yard wide?
I'm not sure how wide
Okay.
it is.
So let's say it's 4 feet wide. So he loses 4 feet on the edge of his property at the Mexican border, American border. He's not losing a lot.
A lot, yeah.
Come on. All right. So this week has been weird. The BuzzFeed came out with this story about Cohen, and Mueller came back and said, "Hold it, that's not exactly how it happened."
Yep.
Now, all of a sudden, to Republicans, Mueller is like,
oh, he's golden.
the most wonderful person in the world.
For that, yeah.
But the guy that's applying for the job as Attorney General told them in his testimony, this guy's a straight shooter. He's always been, he always will be. We need to let him finish his work.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to do anything to hurt. And I think the president can see, I'm not going to let something hurt you.
Right.
Because he doesn't really respond to stuff.
No, he doesn't. And this is weird because this is the first time I've ever heard them jump out and respond to something like this.
He hasn't done it before, but he doesn't like his office misrepresented.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we've got the lines lit up. 1-866-743-8267. 1-866-743-8267. We got Phil from New Jersey. We've got Rod from South Carolina. We've got Aaron from New Jersey. Let's talk to Phil. Good morning, Phil. How you doing?
Good morning, Bishop. How are you doing today?
Doing all right, man. Welcome to On Point. What's your comment today?
My comment is about the federal workers.
Okay.
When I worked for the government, one of the reasons they said that you had to come back to work is that you were considered essential.
Okay.
And essential means that with safety and health, safety and health reasons for the protection of the country and so on and so forth.
Okay.
They had to bring it back to do it. That's why the air traffic control was there.
Mm-hmm.
There, and so forth. Since when has the IRS been considered safety?
It's not. It's money.
It's not. The
Cash
reason
register.
It's cash register. No, it's just cash registers. Is that if they didn't bring those guys back and the general public did not get their tax returns,
Mm-hmm.
they would then put pressure on the president to open up the government. So, as I said, these guys, they're not stupid. They know exactly what they're doing because they don't want to. They don't want to affect the public as a whole. Granted, you close a couple of national parks and so forth, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not a problem.
Right.
But now, that's why they can bring back the safety inspectors for the food and everything else because that's general health and safety. But IRS, I don't think so.
Do you think the average American getting back $1,100 or $900, $600, $200 was a major concern, or you think that the people that are due to get the results of the tax break, which is in the hundreds of thousands and some millions, is their main concern?
No, I think it's just the average worker because the average person is getting $1,100 because a lot of that's their supporters, that's the public as a whole, and if you affect, I think they say some number, was it 40 or 60,000 people would get refunds.
Okay.
If you have 60,000 people not getting their refunds, then every congressman, maybe the president wouldn't worry about it, but the Congress would say, okay, we got to do this. We're going to open up the government, despite what President Trump is doing.
Okay, I'm going to respectfully disagree with you. I'm going to wait to see, because I suspect that there's another motive, and because the tax breaks, the tax cuts were not for the working people.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying there.
They did,
but
$3 more in your check is not a tax benefit to me.
Right.
$150 a month for a family of 5 is not a lot of money.
Right. It just as I said, it's. But see, I think the people who are at least affected by this, they say those guys who are going to get $1 million back, or the corporate and so forth, they're still going to roll along. I think, and they're not going to complain too much. But I think it's the general public that makes the most noise, because a lot of times these guys jump when the public is they're not happy campers.
Well, I sometimes used to believe that, but I've seen the large voice of the common man ignored outrightly over the last 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Phil.
You're welcome, Bishop.
Talk to you.
Yep.
Bye-bye. We're going to Aaron. Hi, Aaron. I'm a South Carolina callback. How you doing this morning, Aaron?
Good. How you doing?
Doing great, man. Welcome to On Point.
Thank you.
What's your comment today?
Yeah. Good morning, crew. My comment is, if the government is shut down, are the politicians getting paid?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait,
Yep.
hold up. Don't they work for the government?
Yeah, but it's not their part of the government shutdown.
Constitution says they got to get paid.
Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Which is why they're not really concerned about the stress that it's causing,
Right.
because they're still getting their checks and their health benefits and all the perks. Now, something's wrong with that, isn't it, Aaron?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that don't seem right.
They shouldn't
Well-
get paid till it's over.
If they weren't getting paid, believe me,
Oh yeah.
it would be over already.
We wouldn't have got into it.
No,
They ain't messing their money up.
even when they legislate our health care,
Yep.
their health care is not affected. So whatever they do with the what they call Obamacare, whatever they do, they're not affected by it. They've got their own separate plan, and it's supposed to be the best health care in the world.
So if they don't come back to work, they're going to get fired?
Who? Well,
The-
I think they can be terminated if they don't come back to work and not get paid.
Who?
The government workers.
Oh, the government workers, yeah. Yeah. Some of them are called, like TSA members.
This ain't right,
they're calling
man.
out sick.
Look.
Because they're trying to work somewhere else.
Let me tell you something. TSA, they make between $25,000 and $32,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
The people that are protecting us from terrorists are making $25,000 to $32,000 a year.
Yeah.
And they're saying you got to come to work and work for nothing.
Yeah. It will promise you back pay.
But let me tell you what would end the shutdown. If TSA workers would go on strike,
Oh, yeah. And shut down the whole...
shut down all the security at all the airports,
Oh, yeah.
Doc, they start paying people left and right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's not fair. Thanks for calling us, man.
Yeah.
Call us again.
All right. Y'all be blessed.
Be best now. 1-866-743-8267, 1-866-743-8267. This is On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America. Live. David G. Evans 1 on Facebook, on YouTube,
yeah.
wherever
Your
else
website,
you watch it.
yeah.
On the website. So just come on and join us. David G. Evans 1, type that into your smart device, and you'll see us and hear us, depending on your choice today. 1-866-743-8267, 1-866-743-8267. There are some lines open. They're starting to line up. You can get in right now, toll free, anywhere in the world. Do we have a break come up? All right, let's have a break, and we'll be right back.
It's the catalyst for change you've been waiting on. New Mind, New Me, from Bishop David G. Evans.
I want to be loved. Why do I take the person that loves me and kick them to the curb? I want to be wealthy, but I spend all my money. You were created and given a slave, a doulos, a servant called your mind. Your mind is out of order when it questions your command.
If you are ready for true transformation, Bishop David G. Evans would like to bless you with the New Mind, New Me 4-message DVD set. Order today, and you will also receive Bishop Evans' national best-selling book, Healed Without Scars, as well as the Healed Without Scars music CD.
My mind's going where I tell it to go. It'll never go back. It's my mind. It's going to do what I say.
All yours when you visit our website or call 1-800-591-8480 today. Be prepared to watch a new you emerge.
We're back.
Yep. Yeah.
We're back.
Yeah.
1-866-743-8267. Rod from South Carolina's on the phone. Let's go to Rod. Good morning, Rod. Welcome to On Point.
Hey, good morning, y'all. How y'all doing?
We're doing great, man. Thanks for calling us today.
I missed you last week. I wanted to come on and talk to you about some stuff.
Come on, Doc.
Hey, check this out. I had two things, man, I want to hit you with. And the first thing is about that border. And I had time to think about it, a couple of weeks when all that went down.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when he took the office, the first thing he tried to hit was health care.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Health care he couldn't attack that because you notice he left that alone.
Yeah.
So he went to the border. Because I'm thinking, okay, all right, you had 2 years before you got here to go ahead and get that border when you had already had your people we needed to try to get it passed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, why is he hitting that now? I mean, he's patting. I'm not going to move until I get my border. And I thought about it. I said, it ain't about that border.
Mm-mm.
It's about his legacy.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion. It's about because here's the what will people remember me by?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you notice when he came, he tried to attack the health care.
Yep.
That's something that President Obama had established.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guess what? When President Obama left, that's who they attached that to. He got that passed, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, he's moved on to this border crap. Okay, people, American and all around the country, gonna remember me by, if I get this border up, better remember me by I put the border up. You know,
Yep.
if I kept drug dealers and traffickers and all that stuff out. Man, come on, Doc.
He's playing on
Really?
people. He's playing on people's fear, man.
Yep.
There you go. But now watch this too now. And I thought about the immigrants because the guy that works on me and my wife's car,
Mm-hmm.
he's from Mexico. But he's a believer, though.
Okay.
And me and my wife sit down and talk to them, and we just wanted to be educated about their race and how they act, and how they deal. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they told us some stuff about we just want a better way of life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I went home that night. I said, wait a minute, and I put it all in one word. They want hope.
Yes, sir.
That's it. You cannot box hope.
You sure can.
What I'm saying?
Yep.
What will make a man walk hundreds of miles, women and children, to America?
Hoping for something better. Yep.
Looking for something better. They have that in their house, so you can build that wall with. Listen, I'm going to go under it, or I'm going to go over it.
There you go.
If I want some hope, man. Come on, Doc.
There you go.
It's a waste of money.
I know it is, because they coming.
Yep.
If they coming, so if you know they're coming, they come with a better plan.
Absolutely.
Let's work out here, Bishop, that me, you, and everybody else won't do. They'll do it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And do a good job at it.
Well, here's the thing, man. I've been saying for years that people are saying they're taking jobs away from them, but they're jobs that Americans don't want.
Thank you.
How many Americans want to be a nanny? How many Americans want to be a butler? How many Americans want to do lawns? How many Americans want to do this stuff? But they're coming over here, doing the stuff we don't want to do, service industries, and providing for their families. And
I'm gonna tell you
consequently, this is the way America's been built.
Yep. Yeah.
Bishop, check this out. I pulled the carpet up out of my house and put hardwood floors up by myself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dare do that again.
It's a lot.
I'm 42 years old.
Yeah.
And my back, my knees, everything was hurt, man, when I got done with that.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I know you're right. I bet you when you started it, got into it, you said, "Oh Lord."
But you know what though? My wife came along. She said, "Baby, that stove do look good."
Give you a little encouragement, right? Man, what part of South Carolina you from, man?
Greenville.
You from Greenville? Why don't you give us a shout out to your church and your pastor, man? Huh?
Hold on.
What happened? You got pulled over?
Hello?
You there?
Yeah, here you go. I had cut the Bluetooth off for you. I'm sorry about it. I'm from Greenville, man.
Yeah. What church you belong to?
Right now we go to Relentless.
Okay. I know you. I know you, pastor.
Yeah.
I know you, pastor.
Yeah. I just pray for him, man, because at the end of the day, and you know one thing, if I see him out in public, I would tell him because I've been there since 2000.
Okay.
It ain't about you and your wife. The enemy is not trying to get you. The enemy is trying to get the spirit of the house.
Mm-hmm.
That the enemy is trying to. The enemy has been trying to get that spirit out of that house from the day that Apostle Ron was there, man. I'm telling you, I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? Because when speakers used to always come, they used to always say something about the house, something about the house. It ain't about the people. It's about the spirit that is in the people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if he can find a door, he will come through them to get to us. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you kind of got to carry yourself and don't open those doors up so they can get in. You know what I'm saying? Because when the issue came out about the car, you know what I'm saying? I knew he wasn't taking no church money, man.
Of course
that man
not.
got other revenue and other streams that he had.
Sure,
you know what I'm saying?
sure.
But if the people see that, then guess what, Bishop? They'll stop giving. So if they stop giving, then guess what's going to happen? The church lights going to get cut off. There ain't going to be no heat in there. There ain't going to be no sound that he's trying to control. All that's going to go away. And then guess what? That property going to be in foreclosure and the church shut down.
Do you think,
strategy.
Rod, do you think that if, and this is, you've been there a while, do you think if Pastor Carpenter had bought Sister Carpenter an expensive car, there would have been as much talk about it?
I don't think so. No,
I agree. I agree with you.
I don't believe that. No, because they drove expensive cars.
Okay.
They did.
Okay.
They drove expensive cars. So, because when you see them, they drove expensive cars. So.
Absolutely. And nobody said anything about it, right?
Nobody called anything about it. Nothing.
I've been saying for years who determines what, who it is determines how it's affected. Yep.
But I always tell a lot of my buddies that I had a brother call me up one day, telling me he was worried about me because I was still there.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, listen here. I said, number one, because they associate him with the pastor from Houston.
Okay.
I said, listen. I said, even though you're not putting your sword in him, a materialistic sword,
mm-hmm.
your tongue is your sword.
That's right.
So keep your mouth off him.
Yeah.
And I told him in the story of David and Saul.
Sure.
I said, even though Saul was a bad man, God still covered him up into his death.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And when David had a chance to kill him, God intervened, told him, don't you put your hand on him.
That's right.
Touch not my prophet or cause him in the harm.
Yep.
He's still my man. Even though he's an evil man, he's still my man. And people don't understand that about authority.
Yeah.
Keep your mouth off authority, because if God put him in that place, then God put him in his place. That's it.
Well, we've been praying for the ministry.
Yes, sir. Thank
you.
you.
I have a son where's Wendell at? Is he in Greenville? Yeah, I have a son whose church is in Greenville. Yeah, Wendell Jones. He's my
I know him.
Yeah, he's my son in the ministry.
Wow.
So so we're familiar with the area. And just let you know we're praying for the whole situation.
Yeah. Thank you, Bishop.
All right, man. Thanks for calling us. Call us again now.
Hey, I'll be calling you. I will. Thank you, sir.
All right, talk to you now. This is On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America. Live, David G. Evans 1 on any site you're on. YouTube, Facebook, you name it, it's on there. David G. Evans 1, our new format. We're really excited about it. Give us a call, 1-866-743-8267, 1-866-743-8267. That's 1-866-74-EVANS. Give us a call. Phones are lighting up once again.
Somebody from TS that works here,
the TSA
on Facebook, she said that while they're not paying them, they're actually recruiting more TSA workers.
What?
She said they're recruiting TSA workers while they're telling them to work for free.
Because they know
these people are bold.
They know TSA workers are looking for jobs.
Yeah.
And they probably can make more money with less confusion, less stress. Because that's a stressful job.
Very.
What I don't like, and because I travel a bit, I don't like the way the public treats them.
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
And I kind of understand why they're kind of abrupt with people.
Right. Yeah.
But they are on the service side, so those manners and all are essential. But I've said something to people that I was standing behind in line.
Yeah.
I don't look like a terrorist. That's the whole point, man.
Right.
When you want to raise your hands up and let them do what they want to do so we can get through this line.
Yeah.
Stop holding everybody up. I don't look like a terrorist. Well, what does one look like?
Exactly.
Let them run the thing over you so we can get through.
You treat them right, they'll pass you right through.
Get on my nerves.
But, I mean, look, I'd much rather they capture somebody with a bomb on the ground.
Inconvenience me, please.
Right. Catch the person now.
It's more inconvenient not to land.
Right.
Inconvenience me. You hear it? Oh, my goodness.
I know.
They're crazy.
Yeah, they are.
Come on, let's go to Courtney, New Jersey. Hey, Courtney, how you doing? Welcome to On Point.
Good. I'm doing good. How you doing?
We're doing great. Welcome to the show this morning. What's your comment?
I have a question regarding the number of Christians who are like proud supporters of Trump and who feel like he is just a means to God's prophetic manifestation. I'm just so confused by that.
Don't be. Here's the reality. Did you know that as far as I can read, and as far as I understand, that the first quote-unquote vote for a national leader was when God gave Israel a chance to choose Saul, and they said they wanted him?
Okay.
So Saul was definitely not a righteous king, but he was the choice of the people of God at that time. So I'm not so surprised that some of our Christian brothers and sisters have chosen to think that this individual is the second coming of Christ coming to the White House. And I say that because of this. God gives us a chance to choose a leader.
Yes.
So I don't want you to be confused. God has given us a chance to choose, and some have chosen this individual because they think it's going to give them an advantage. The problem I have with the choice is that had it been, and I hate to use him as a reference, had President Barack Obama showed up on a national stage with 6 or 7 kids and 3 baby mamas, he would have been unfit for office.
Mm-hmm.
Am I making sense to you?
Yes.
All right, so
Yes.
so once again, I'm back to who determines what. Had it been President Obama,
Mm-hmm.
he'd have been no moral compass, none of this, none of that. And then here comes President Trump, and everything about him is not something that Christian leaders before
Yep.
his election would ever accept it. They wouldn't have accepted it in anybody else.
Yep.
But power will make you compromise a standard.
Mm-hmm.
Am I making sense to you?
It certainly makes sense. It's just mind-boggling because people who flow under prophetic anointings are like endorsing this man, and it just doesn't make any kind of sense.
I'm going to say something that may sound a little edgy, but a lot of this vote, and I know a lot of these peace pastors, some hidden racism has emerged because they made this choice with minority people sitting in their churches and kind of calculated the damage and figured it was worth the choice.
Wow.
So here's my thing, and I don't know how new you are to us. As a business person, historically, Republican policies have benefited me. But as a pastor to working people, Republican policies have historically not helped working people. So I can't be a Republican, even though it benefits me.
Gotcha.
But a lot of leaders are not making those choices. They're making selfish choices for brief power. Because if he does get reelected, we're only looking at 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you going to do after he's done?
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to tell the people that are minorities that are sitting in your congregation? What are you going to say?
Yeah. My bad.
No, it's not going to be that easy.
Yeah.
We making sense to you, Court?
Yes, I really appreciate that perspective.
All right. Tell somebody about us, all right? Pastor Nick wants to say
Oh,
something.
no. I was starting to say something in general. You know, it's funny. For the past couple of years before Trump, a lot of the evangelical Christians were talking a lot about, coming together, all races, so on. And it seems to me they want the coming together to be on their terms, not really understanding where minorities are coming from.
Well, no, you're supposed to forget your history.
Right.
Forget your ethnic context and join a context which soothes their conscience.
Right.
So, yeah, we want you in, but we want you talking about slavery. We want you talking about what you owed. You didn't get no 40 acres and no mule. You're not getting none of that. Just if you can lay that aside. And then we've got a problem, too. We've got people who belong to churches with non-traditional ethnic leaders, with white pastors, who have a sense, some of them, a sense of superiority over minority-led congregations.
That's true.
Now, we're not silly.
Yep.
A lot of my brothers and sisters don't run efficient operations as it relates to church. So I'm not being naive about the fact that all of us don't make the best presentation.
Right. Yep.
So we are partly responsible for the perception that people have of African American ministry as far as operations, efficiency, cleanliness of buildings. I can go down the list.
Yeah.
All right. But the fact of the matter, not all of us are like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think you can find a leader, if you want one, not saying you have to, you can find a leader that you can hear, one that offers you conditions, and that's black, white, Hispanic, doesn't matter. But I believe you can find other leaders, not ones that seem unconcerned about people.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard of a gospel rapper named Lecrae. So Lecrae, for years, was big in the evangelical movement.
Absolutely, I remember.
Thousands of people coming to his concerts.
Absolutely.
He started talking about the death of these unarmed black men being shot by cops. They distanced themselves from him.
Stop coming.
Concerts down to 300-500 people. He's building it back up now. But it was a total shock to his system.
Yep.
Because he thought these very people that were preaching on unity, coming together, they dropped him like a hot potato.
It's a different brand of unity.
Yeah.
We don't need you reminding us that there's some inequities.
Yeah. They say just preach the gospel.
Well, here's the thing.
That's crazy. The gospel includes helping people.
That's right. In America, you cannot ignore the liberation aspect of the gospel. You can't unless you're trying to.
Yep. That's true.
Court, thanks for joining us today. What part of Jersey are you from?
Cherry Hill.
You're local.
Yeah.
I'm local.
Go on, girl. I see you.
All right.
God bless you now. Bye-bye. 1-866-743-8267. We should be coming up on a break. I did it right this time. This is On Point, the number one Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live. David G. Evans 1 on any smart device. We will be right back.
The truth every man must know, and every woman needs to know about him. Let David G. Evans help you dare to be a man.
A trifling man, you can just be present, and whatever you do is okay. Good man pushing you to become, just by the way he is.
Bishop T.D. Jakes says, up close and personal, I wholeheartedly recommend this to men and women.
A next dimension man adapts to his environment and then changes it.
Giving women hope and men clarity. Martha Munizzi added, this teaching shows women how to motivate the men they love to soar.
A male ought to represent promise to everybody in his family.
Hailed by Stedman Graham as remarkable. David G. Evans' book, Dare to Be a Man, or the 3-message series on CD or DVD. Visit our website or call 1-800-591-8480. Now.
We're back. I'm Bishop David G. Evans with Reverend Nicholas Smith. This is On Point. So glad you joined us. Call us now, 1-866-743-8267, 1-866-743-8267. If you're better at letters, the number's 1-866-74-EVANS. I can't do the letters.
No.
I can only do the numbers. Right now, we got the Bible Mind Game question. We're going to throw it out there. If you get it, we've got some prizes for you. Go ahead, Pastor Nick.
All right. What animal does God call his leaders that do not keep his holy day? What animal does God call his leaders that do not keep his holy day?
Give us a call, 1-866
Scripture too.
743-8267. We need the answer and the scripture. The answer and the scripture, 1-866-743-8267. Now, we're reading the Bible in a year. Come on,
Yes,
Pastor
sir.
Nick, tell us about it.
Oh, we're reading the Bible in a year. We are into the book of Exodus right now.
Okay.
If you want to get the plan, go to our Facebook page, BBC of NJ, or on Instagram or on Twitter. You can follow us. Every day they post the scriptures that we need to read that day. We're going to do a Facebook Live and Periscope Live next Tuesday at 8:30, and we're going to do like a Bible discussion.
Morning or evening?
In the evening, sorry,
Okay.
8:30 p.m.
Okay.
A discussion on what we're reading. We're putting videos out every week just to keep everybody up to what's going on. Engaged.
yeah.
You can send us your questions, n.asmith@yahoo.com.
Slow.
n.asmith@yahoo.com. We're going to answer your questions on some of the Facebook Lives. And would you want to answer the question now?
Sure. Okay.
All right. So somebody asked a question when we were reading about Enoch.
Okay.
And she wanted to know, what does it mean when the Bible says Enoch walked with God and he was not?
Okay.
So
The explanation is right under it.
Yes.
It is for God took him.
Mm-hmm.
So Enoch's walking with God. The relationship is so mutually beneficial. God has someone who's willing to walk in his will, someone who's willing to be led by him. Enoch is a believer who has decided, I'm going to walk the steps of faith. And he gets to a point in his relationship with God that God, instead of letting him go through the normal process, God snatches him away.
Yeah.
Takes him to heaven because Enoch's testimony to God is so strong.
Yeah.
So he was not. It says Enoch walked with God and then he was not. Means God took him.
That's a lot of walk. That's close walking, man.
Doc.
That's close walking.
You know, I mean, Moses didn't get that. God did bury him.
Yeah.
But Moses didn't get
No.
snatched up, but Moses did some stuff that
Yeah,
Enoch
that's true.
didn't
Yeah,
do.
yeah, that's true.
You know,
That's
Moses was a little hot-headed. You know, he was a little violent.
Yeah.
Homicidal once or
Right.
twice. He's just Moses was a different kind of guy.
Yeah, he was.
But he was God's friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which gives me hope.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Friend of the flawed.
I know that's right.
So-
Let's go to Danny. Yo, Dan.
Good morning, Bishop. Good
How
morning,
you doing?
Pastor Nick.
You
Good
watching
morning,
us on
Jeff.
your
How y'all
phone,
doing
on your
today?
TV? What you watching us on today?
Well, I'm out working today, but I'm enjoying the weather though. I'm trying to figure out how the weather is up there. How
Yeah, we
you guys doing today?
we confusing you today. One has on a sweater, one has on a shirt, right?
Right.
Uh-huh. I had to take my sweater off because I was having a private summer.
Oh, okay.
No, it's hot in here.
It's hot in here?
It's hot in here.
Man, I was sweating. You ain't sweating.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah, it was warm. I had my own thing going on down.
Yeah. But I was just listening, and I just wanted to say one thing is that thank God for you and Bethany, the staff, and everyone that works there, because you're showing to the world that the standards that should be, that we are able to do it, as a unit, as a people, we can get together. And what's so great, and what most people that I, introduce you to by way of watching the program and what have you, that show that everyone that can work together, that's young, old, middle-aged, everyone can work. And you have a pulse, and you listen to the people, and that's what is so. It's amazing to us that don't have that type of worship experience. So I just want to encourage you all to keep the work up, because people are watching, and it's changing, and you see that, and you're setting a standard as to what should be. And like you said, you just have to look around and see what's there. And the programs that you have set up is for the people, so that we can make it in our day-to-day lives and be successful, and no matter what we do. And I thank God for you and the staff and everyone. And y'all keep up the good work.
Thank you, man. How's sis doing?
She's doing great. She's doing great, and she's the whole family. We're applying, the concepts and what you're teaching and what have you, and it's working.
We're excited. We're excited about what the Lord has given us, both on Sunday and on Wednesdays, and just it's been unbelievable in here.
And I've seen the spirit moving, in the congregation and what have you. So we're going to make it up there. We've been, in fact, we have a program where we're saving up, to make that trip.
Wow,
so cool. You're going to see us shortly.
We look forward to seeing you, man.
Okay, all right.
Talk to you soon. Bring a sweater down. Talk to you soon.
All right.
Bye-bye. Jonathan from Philly. How you doing, Jay?
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? Welcome to On Point.
Yeah, good. Great. It's hard for me to get in there this morning.
Yeah.
I went to Facebook. I couldn't find you on Facebook.
No.
Finally, I said, well, let me try YouTube. So
you're watching this on YouTube today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's the broadcast? Nice and clear for you?
It's very, very good. Nice and clear.
Okay.
Yeah. Very
cool.
good.
What's your comment today, man?
Well, I have 3 or 4, but I'll keep it to the first. The one, the most important, but before that is Roy Moore. It came out this week that the allegations against him being a sexual predator and this and that, totally unfounded, a total disinformation campaign, well-financed. So that's just terrible against a good Christian man.
Where'd you get the information from?
It was on several different stations.
I didn't hear nothing about
it. I didn't hear a thing about it, and I watched the major ones. So tell me where you saw it.
The LinkedIn. It was. I can't remember exactly. It was the LinkedIn founder was one of the principals in that, and they used the Russian bot type thing to influence Facebook. So.
Huh?
Yeah.
So you saw that on one of those.
No, this was I forget. WPHT 1210. There used to be WCAU 990 AM.
You heard that was on the radio? You heard it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, several different stations.
Okay.
But anyway, the most important thing was more verification I got this week on a Bible prophecy.
Okay.
That we're in the time of Daniel 7.
Okay.
That with the 4 beasts, the 4 kingdoms. And what I saw this week was China has made a deal with Kenya. It's an ongoing. It's maybe a year or so ago that they made the deal for the port. They lent them a whole bunch of money to improve the port facilities and put trains in and out of the port and all this kind of thing. So the port would be very good. And if they can't pay, well, then China just takes over the port.
Okay. Now, explain how that fits into Daniel 7, please.
Okay. They're making these kind of deals. They tried to make a deal for the ports in Philadelphia and also in San Francisco or Los Angeles that were rejected. but I know they're making these deals all over the world. And what happens is that when they can't pay, China will just take over the port. And when China takes over the port, then the people, they're going to say, okay, just Chinese goods can come in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so all over the world, it's going to be China manufactured goods are going to be able to get into the ports all over the world. And I know from Suriname, the Chinese have just taken over all of Suriname commerce down there. It's just all Chinese stores for major goods, major products. There's a little bit of German-produced things here and there, but
so
it's
you're saying China as which character in Daniel 7?
The third, the leopard with wings. That's a Chinese saying for some entity, army organization that's very powerful, is a leopard with wings.
Okay.
I heard that in the antique store with a Chinese expert.
Okay.
A leopard with wings.
Okay.
And the leopard with 4 heads and 4 wings, that's China, Communist China, Taiwan, Free China, North Korea, and South Korea.
That's
them
5.
all
That's
working
5. That's
together.
5. That's 5. You got 4 heads or 5?
No, 4.
You gave me 5.
Communist China, Free China, North Korea, and South Korea.
Yeah, you added one on the last one. You added another.
4.
Yeah.
So that's 4.
So you took one head off.
That's the third. That's the third beast, which right now the dominant power in the Middle East has been America and England. The lion with the wings of an eagle, and then the Russian bear.
Okay.
Looks like the Russia's taken over, and then it's going to be China. So China, but the China is they're going to dominate the whole world.
Okay.
So this, to me, when I saw that, okay, that's to me verifies
you thought Daniel
that China's going to take over all the world commerce.
Okay. Well, thank you for that insight.
And I think the president's going to announce an end of the shutdown this afternoon.
Better.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So.
All right. Good to talk to you, man. See you soon.
Okay. Bless you.
Bless you too. Bye-bye. Denise from North Jersey, how you doing?
Hi, Bishop. How are you?
We're doing great. Welcome to On Point. Looks like you're gonna be our last caller today.
Okay. Well, good. I just actually had 2 things that I wanted to discuss, if we have time.
Go ahead.
One is the speech by President Trump today at 3:00.
Okay.
I've heard that people are saying, we shouldn't watch it, we shouldn't tune in, because they're going to use it for ratings purposes, and it's probably more of the same. You should just catch the highlights when it's over. Well, that's one topic. And then if we have time, I'd also like to discuss, Tamika Mallory.
Yes.
I'm not sure if you've heard,
yes,
about her with regard to the Women's March and
Louis Farrakhan.
Her being one of the leaders, and how they're pressing her to say that, Israel has a right to exist. She says all people have a right to exist, but she won't specifically say Israel.
Okay.
And so now they're trying to say that she's anti-Semitic.
Yeah. And also her stance with Louis Farrakhan has gotten her a little controversy also. Are you aware of that?
Hello?
Of that.
Yeah. You aware of that?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you again now.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Hello?
Yes. Can you hear me?
We can hear you fine.
Oh, I keep hearing you say hello. That's
I think you have your volume turned up, so you got a delay going on. Turn your volume down.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it?
I got it.
I can still hear you in the background. Turn it down.
No, I don't know why. Okay.
Yeah, if you got volume on your
I have everything off. Okay.
Okay. So Ms. Mallory, the initial controversy came from her association with Louis Farrakhan. She would not denounce him because historically Louis Farrakhan has had some very edgy things to say about Israel and the Jewish community. So that was the fundamental reason that she ran into a lot of, and she would not publicly disregard or disconnect herself from Farrakhan. So that caused a pullout by several major agencies, and some support went away. And the other point you were making,
the Israel one.
Oh, the Israel one. Well, everybody does have a right to exist, but obviously there's been some funding for the Women's March that has come from something connected to Israel. I'm speculating now, so that's why they think they have leverage to tell her what to say.
And I'm also thinking that it's primarily because there are some people who are trying to take over the leadership, and I'm not saying that they are Jewish people.
There's probably a change in direction that has been suggested, and they might not want her to be at the helm during that change in direction. We don't know yet, but I understand the march is still going on, even with people pulling out. Not as massive as it has been historically, but still going to be a healthy march.
Okay, and with regard, because I know we're running out of time, the Trump speech at 3:00?
Well, I think anybody that would bury their head in the sand and not hear it and wait for the network interpretations of it is a disservice to themselves. You've got to listen to the speech.
It's just that it seems that it's support for him if you don't. If you do.
He really is not a TV show. He really isn't. We're so glad you called us. Denise, try us again. We'd love to hear from you again, okay?
Thank you, Bishop.
All right, talk to you soon. Now, have a great day. This has been On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live with Pastor Nicholas Smith and myself, Bishop David G. Evans. I want you to have a great day tomorrow. Go to somebody's church, and remember, faith acts like a thing is so, even when it's not so, that it might be so. God bless you. See you next week on Point.